Have you ever felt that strange weight in your chest when no one is talking, yet you feel like the room is screaming at you? That silence, the one that stretches longer than comfort allows, can tell you more about someone or even yourself than words ever could. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might never hear silence the same way again. And trust me, you'll want to hit like and subscribe before it's too late. Because what we're about to explore isn't just fascinating, it's urgent. Imagine this. You're sitting across from someone, a friend, a partner, a stranger even, and there's a pause. A simple pause. But in that pause, a whole universe of emotion is hiding. You might laugh, shrug it off, or look away. But inside, your mind is racing, trying to decode what words fail to express. That's the power of silence. Silence is a mirror. It doesn't lie. It doesn't sugarcoat. It reflects fear, joy, regret, longing, all in a form so subtle you almost miss it if you blink. And here's the frightening part. Most of us spend our lives avoiding silence, filling it with noise-scrolling feeds, talking endlessly, avoiding ourselves. But what if I told you that embracing silence could reveal truths your brain has been hiding even from you? Your mind whispers when you quiet the world. It's terrifying and beautiful all at once. You see, words are like the surface of a lake. They show motion, reflection, sometimes clarity. Silence, on the other hand, is the depth beneath, dark, still, full of things we're too scared to face. And here's a question for you. What do you think you'd discover if you truly listened? Would you find fear, shame, maybe a desire you've been hiding even from yourself? Most of us panic at the thought of that discovery. But panic has a funny way of pointing us right where we need to go. So, let's take a journey, a very personal one, into those silent spaces we avoid. Most people would consider it boring or lonely, but in truth, it's the stage where your mind fights its quiet battles. Anxiety creeps in, doubts surface, regrets haunt the corners of your consciousness, and yet there's also clarity, a strange, raw understanding that hits when no one is talking at you. Here's the kicker. Though most of us run from that clarity, thinking it's dangerous, but danger isn't always in silence. Often, it's in ignoring it. And now, humor me for a second. Have you ever had that awkward moment where silence stretches too long, and you blurt something ridiculous just to fill it? That's your brain panicking at the unknown, the invisible weight, the things left unsaid. We laugh, we cringe, but it's exactly that panic that shows us we're alive, that our mind is speaking, even when our mouth is quiet. Now, consider this. Our emotions don't need words to exist. Love, sorrow, envy, excitement, they all whisper under the surface, waiting for a pause to reveal themselves. Words are clumsy. They stumble over nuances. They oversimplify. They hide more than they show. Silence speaks clearly to the soul. And here's something almost no one tells you. Listening to silence requires courage. Not the "I'll fight a lion" kind, but the terrifying, quiet kind that forces you to confront yourself, to sit in the room with your fears without running. That's where transformation begins. You'll notice little things, a tremor in your voice, a pause before a laugh, a hesitation in your movement. And suddenly, you see people not as they speak, but as they feel. And when you start recognizing those patterns, your world changes. You start noticing what's unsaid in meetings, in friendships, in love. You start seeing the battles happening behind the eyes, the things nobody dares to say out loud. But beware, this awareness is addictive. Once you tune into silence, you can't unhear it. You'll catch every hesitation, every unsaid word, every crack in someone's composure. You'll start asking questions that matter. Why are we afraid of quiet? What truths are hiding behind our own words? What stories are left untold because we were too busy speaking? Here's a pause for thought. Most people fear silence because it reveals imperfection. But silence doesn't judge. It only reflects honestly and relentlessly. And now, imagine using that reflection to your advantage. Imagine understanding yourself so deeply that you can predict your own reactions, your fears, your desires, before they even surface. That's the power waiting in the spaces between words. And just when you think it's safe to look away, here's the twist. Silence can also heal. It doesn't shout. It doesn't demand attention. It simply lets you breathe, observe, and learn. In that quiet, the knots of anxiety slowly loosen. Your mind starts untangling itself, and you begin to see the world differently. You might even laugh at the chaos you used to carry, because silence shows you what really matters. So here's the challenge. Don't run from the quiet today. Sit with it. Notice it. Let it whisper. And here's the cliffhanger. Once you embrace silence, even for a few minutes, you'll discover a version of yourself that was always there, just buried under the noise. That version sees clearly, feels deeply, and understands the subtle battles everyone fights in their minds. And that, my friend, is where true emotional awareness begins. By the end of this journey, you'll see that words are useful, yes, but silence is sacred. It reveals what words can't. It teaches what words hide. And if you listen closely, it might just change everything about the way you understand yourself and others. So next time a pause stretches longer than comfort, don't panic. Lean in, listen, discover, and remember. Every silent moment is an opportunity to uncover the invisible, to witness the unseen, and to finally face what your mind has been quietly trying to tell you all along.